What's up, chat? Man, we here, man. Even when I don't feel like it, I'm in this bitch. She call that discipline. What's up with it though, chat? I hope y'all tapped in, man. The sun is shining. It's starting to shine. It's been a rainy day all day, but let's have a reset. I hope y'all feeling good today, and I hope you guys have been doing, your 1, 2, your regular loops, man, and sticking to your plan, sticking to your program. It's a lot of things that try to throw off the program, but stick to it. Write your goals down and complete them. Small wins count. Somebody asked me a question probably a couple hours ago when I was on YouTube live, and they said, what's up with what did they say? Seeking validation. Bro, this is a big thing, right? Um, a lot of us will seek validation, so we'll do a lot of shit that we wouldn't normally do, trying to make people care or make people like you, make people love you. Man, self-validation, bro. I tell people, yo, you got to develop a relationship with yourself. Being a human being is really like a holy trinity, right? In a sense, right? When you think about the trinity, and when I think about being a human being, I got my body, I got my soul, my spirit, and I got my mind, man. And sometimes my mind and spirit don't agree with my body and vice versa, right? And this is why you got to develop that relationship with self and seek that self validation by waking up and liking who you see in the mirror. You know, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's just you in the mirror, you know? And so I know about myself what nobody else knows. I know the things that I've done that I'm embarrassed to say I've done. I know all types of things about myself, right? And at the end of the day, can I stand in the mirror and look at myself and have self-dignity and respect? Yes, because I'm seeking my own validation. And that's what we gotta understand, man. Make sure you can stand in that mirror with yourself. It's not about how I feel about you. It's not about how your mom feels, your dad feels, your friends. It's about you. Are you validated at the end of the night when you go and look in that mirror? Right? And that's all that matters. And so seek self-validation, man. And that's what we about to talk about, bro. We we really about to talk about how to create harmonious experiences as consciousness. Shout out to everybody that's coming in. YouTube, what's good? TikTok, what's up? Like I said, I was gonna be here at 1. Of course, I'm a couple minutes late, but it is what it is, man. I'm here, right? Um, and today, what we're gonna talk about is creating experience. All right, creating your experience, learning how to create harmonious experience by understanding how reality calculates. All right, reality is operating on probabilities, right? And your actions shift those probabilities. For example, right? Let's say you got a job, right? And you go in there every day and you do your thing. The probability of you being fired is very slim, right? But if you do certain, if you make the wrong actions, then the probability of you losing that job becomes greater. This is how life works when creating experience. If you do the right actions, if you have the intention and then the action aligns with the intention, and then your mindset is correct to match to match both of those, you will have a harmonious experience. By probability, the numbers say you're not gonna miss when you handle all your business. And a lot of y'all have probably heard of this before, right? You probably heard proper planning prevents poor performance, or properly preparing prevents poor performance. Whatever, right? Whatever way you heard it, right? And this is goes back to tell you when you line everything up, the probability is gonna go your way, man. And so I like to look at life and think like, okay, I like to see the probability in everything, right? Um, and you know, my mind kind of calculates and operates in a different type of way, and I understand that, right? But I'm always looking at the probability. I'm always looking at the probabilities based on the actions or the things that's going on around me, and I can tell how shit gonna go for me, right? And this is because I've been actively creating experience. So let's talk about this for a second. Let me get Brittany in here. Yo, Britt, I'm sitting here with YouTube and TikTok, and we're about to run the Master Key program. But before we do, I just wanted you to give some words of encouragement to the OGs in the chat and to our new people. And the topics that we're talking about today is bending probability through actions, right? Bending probability through action, intention, and vibration, right? Creating the experience. So we're gonna run through that as consciousness. Is there anything that you want to add to it or say to the people they in here? Yo, TikTok, y'all be piling in here fast, man. YouTube, y'all do too. Somebody said sounds interesting, very interesting. Guys, how many of you have used this method since we have been linking up, right? How many of you have tried this for yourself and actually seen it work? 111 is in the chat, right? 111 is in the chat. If you have tried this for yourself, creating the intention. All right, I see a couple of y'all on TikTok dropping it. The being able to create your experience, right? So that's what we're gonna tap into today. Let me get Brittany in here and see what she's talking about.
Jay, let's tap in with them. I'll speak to them the way your community feels it. To everyone tapping in right now, the OGs and the ones who just found this stream, welcome. If you're hearing this, understand something. You didn't land here by accident. Every moment in this experience is a probability field. Every thought, every action, every intention shifts the direction of that field. The OGs already know this. You've been practicing awareness. You've been observing your thoughts, your actions, your vibration. You've seen how, when you move with intention, reality starts responding differently. To the new people, don't overcomplicate it. Consciousness is the steering wheel. Your attention is the energy. Your actions are the commands you send into the system. Probability bends when three things align. One, clear intention, what experience you want to create. Two, aligned action, moving in the physical world like that outcome is already unfolding. Three, vibration, holding the emotional frequency that matches the experience. When those three line up, the timeline shifts. Think of reality like an experience engine. Most people move through it unconsciously, reacting to whatever appears. But once you wake up to your role as the observer and the participant, you start actively shaping the experience. That's when life stops feeling random. To the OGs, keep leading by example. Your consistency is what helps new minds break out of autopilot. To the new ones, observe more than you react. Pay attention to how your thoughts affect your actions and how your actions affect what shows up in your world. Tonight, we're diving into bending probability through action, intention, and vibration. This is about learning how to participate in reality consciously. Stay aware, stay intentional, and remember, the experience responds to the consciousness creating it. If you want, Jay, I can also
The
give you a 30, 45
experience.
second.
Nah, you cool, you cool. The experience. What did she say at the end? She said some real shit, right? She said the experience responds to the consciousness creating it. Guys, we gotta accept accountability. Wherever we at in life, it's because we created this experience, yo. Now, you know, at the end of the day, bro, we gotta accept accountability for all the things that we, not necessarily go through, but all the things that we put ourselves in, right? It's a lot of shit out here that we be doing to ourselves, and then we create these realities, right? You gotta almost know that when you do certain shit comes with it, right? You gotta know that, right? There's nothing that you can do out here as far as physical action and take back. All right, so we gotta understand, right? Once you put shit into the physical, it ain't no going back. And this is, you got to look at it like this, right? Physical actions cause the probabilities of the matrix to move and do certain shit, right? And this is when you get rendered situations where you wake up, you have a bad day. You wake up and shit is weird. You wake up and, shit not going the way you thought it was. It's all based on probability fields, man. And when you understand this is when you know how to do it, right? So shout out to everybody that's in here. Um, and just let y'all know, to the people that to the one or two people who make sure they come in to type crazy shit. I appreciate y'all. I'm siphoning the energy, man. All trolls, I'm siphoning all energy. Even the bullshit. So I'm just letting y'all know I'm harvesting energy in this motherfucker. All right. Um, let's tap in, chat. Right? Creating the experience through active consciousness. Now, in order for you to create experience as consciousness, you have to know how reality operates. All right, you have to know what time is, how time works, right? Because time is not in constant motion like we think it is, right? Time is happening in frames. One day is a frame, right? It's happening in time frames. You ever heard somebody say, yo, what time frame can you link up? Right? Life is happening in frames. This is why you go to bed, wake up, and it's a new day. It's not constant motion. All right. Time operates in a certain type of way. Now, this is how time works, right? Because you got to know, right? We have different timelines. So when I make a choice to do something, guess what happens? Time starts generating way further ahead of me. So my choice creates different timelines. All right, this is how this shit operate, right? Let's say uh you and your boyfriend are, doing cool, y'all cool, right? And he makes a decision to go out of state for 2 weeks. That choice shifted y'all into a whole nother timeline, right? Because now he's going, whatever, 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 right? So when you make choice, everything when you choose to do something, timelines are generated. All right. Now, intention points you in the direction of this, right? So, for example, my choice creates the experience or the timeline, then my intention points me in the direction, right? Let's say I'm doing some shit to make you feel some type of way, right? Boom. I'm going to this timeline, right? Or let's say I want to do something to make you feel like you love me, right? Boom. My intention got to point to that, right? And let's get into it so y'all can really understand it, right? Let's talk about this first, man. Let's talk about the simulation, right? The natural laws of simulations. This is a big one, right? Chat, how y'all feeling, man? 111's in the chat. Thank you for all the follows. Um, don't worry, you're gonna understand exactly what I mean. Shout out to everybody. Hey, thank you, Terry. I appreciate that, man. Hey, Terry, I I really need you on YouTube, man. To be getting these clowns out of here. The ones on YouTube. All right, let's go over the natural laws of simulations. Pay attention to this. This is gonna open you up.
Got you, Jay. This is a deep one and perfect for the master key vibe. When you do treat reality as a simulation, you can start to see the source code rules behind it. Every simulation, whether digital or metaphysical, operates by certain universal laws. Here's how you can break it down for the chat. The natural laws of a simulation. Rule of input output, cause and
All right, rule, you gotta know this. Simulations or life runs on input output. All right. Simulations are reactive. They take your input, give you an output. Nothing is happening random. It is all response to the data you feed it. This is why intention and focus shapes outcomes, right? You're literally giving new code to the system. So, what is your input? Your choices, your actions, and your vibration. What is the output? The experience or the results. This is why when you play stupid games, you get dumbass gifts. All right. This is why if you go to McDonald's and you eat um Big Macs every day for 2 months, you're gonna gain weight. You're gonna be fat because the data that you're feeding the system, the input, is fat ass data. So you get fat ass results. Guys, I need y'all to realize, right? In life, man, you gotta understand the shit that you do really matters. People think that they can do shit and get away, but you really can't because life is always collecting data. So it's gonna always, based on the shit that you do, it's gonna generate issues or situations or certain energies and shit around you. This is why a person like me who understand how life works, I'ma always know what type of people I'm around based on just how the flow of this shit, based on the timelines that I wake up in. I'm so grateful I know about frequency so I can teach my kids early. Right. This is shit you gotta teach your kids. Everything is about frequency in this life, man. So let's talk about it. Rule of input, output. Simulations are reactive. It takes your input. What is the input? Choices, action, vibration. Gives you an output. What is the output? Experience or result. Nothing happens randomly. It is all response from the data you feed it. This is why intention and focus shapes outcome. You literally give new code to the system. Now, how is this data collected in the matrix? Right? Yeah. You understand that your actions, everything that you do, that's data. All your thoughts, that's data. All your choices, your vibration, right? That's data. But how, right? How is this data being collected? Time. Chat. Time is going 24/7, right? This is why time never stops. Same 24 hours every day. You got to understand, time is an algorithm, right? Time is an algorithm, chat. So, for example, if I eat every day at 10 o'clock, guess what's going to happen at 10 o'clock when I wake up the next day? I'm going to be hungry. My stomach going to be rumbling. If I go to bed every day at 9 o'clock, guess what's going to happen at 9 o'clock the next day? I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be like this. Oh, I'm ready to go to bed. Because I'm on an algorithm. Time is the algorithm of life. You're not supposed to measure it. You're not supposed to worry about seconds, minutes, hours. That's not how this shit go, right? So think about it. Time is collecting data, right? Every little thing you do, whatever you do with your time, this shit is being collected and it's an algorithm. This is why when you understand how reality works, I could sit back and watch you and know your patterns, know what you're gonna do before you do it, because I understand life is on an algorithm. This is when, like, if you know your boyfriend or girlfriend, right? Every day that y'all sleep with each other or whatever, you gonna know the times to do it because you understand the algorithm of when this person is going to get certain urges behind, because this is the time we do it all the time. So I'm gonna look for her to be horny around about 1, 2 o'clock. Cause this our regular shit. This how life really work, bro. This shit really got an algorithm. And when you understand what time is, you can program your reality. Bro, this is why I can hop on the internet and get the same exact results every fucking time. Because I understand my peak times during the day. I understand the best times for me to get online because I've been doing this so long. I know the algorithm, right? How many of y'all understand that? 111's in the chat if you understand that time is an algorithm. So, rule number one, rule of input, output. Simulations are reactive. They take your input, your choices, action, or vibration gives you an output, experience, or results. There's nothing you can do, chat, and really like think that you're gonna finesse life. Life is always gonna send some shit to blow your bubble based on the data you feed it. This is why certain people out here know how to move smooth. Like certain dudes or certain girls, when they understand how life is calculating shit, they know how to move so smooth with everything. You ever seen somebody where everything they do is just smooth as fuck? Motherfucker walk in, get out early, motherfucker just pull up and people got like this is how you become able to move because you're rendering reality. Chat, if we look at quantum physics, right? If we look at the observer effect literally says, and when you understand how reality is operating to your observation, then you can understand how time is operating in frames. Time is literally how you program your reality. So I want you to think of life as like a frame, like different frames, bro. Like you ever played Fortnite and you see how when somebody trying to attack you, you can put up them blocks and all that shit. You can build shit around you. This is really how life is, bro. If you move a certain type of way, won't nobody be able to touch you. If you move a certain type of way, won't nobody be able to get close to you. The observer effect. Let's look at it, right? The observer effect. This is quantum physics, guys. This is one of the main principles in the study of quantum physics. This has been proven. This is not conspiracy theory. This has been proven in mainstream science with a experiment called the double slit experiment, which was first done in the early 1950s. All right, so if we look at this, the observer effect, the magic of your attention. Guys, how do you know that your attention is the currency of this reality? You want to know how you can make your life peaceful as fuck? Just stop paying attention to a lot of dumb shit. Stop paying attention to motherfuckers, right? Stop paying attention to neighbors, people. Don't even feed none of your attention. Why do you think they say pay attention? Because attention is the currency. How do we know that attention is the currency in this reality? Because whoever get the most views, get the money. Whoever y'all watching, get the bag. Whoever we listening to, get the bag. This is how you know attention is the currency in this matrix. If we decide, yo, we not watching the NBA no more, we not watching the NFL no more, guess what's gonna happen? These niggas gonna stop, they gonna be broke. Attention is the currency. You didn't know that you were paying, you made a lot of motherfuckers rich just by paying attention to their ass. This is why you got motherfuckers on the internet trying to do anything like monkeys to get some clout. It's why you every time you see certain motherfuckers, they doing dumb shit to get your attention. Because your attention pays them. Because attention is the currency. Now, the observer effect states the magic of your attention before observation. Waves are spread out over space and time. What does that mean? How do you observe in this reality? You can see, smell, taste, hear, and touch. Somebody said, wow, yeah. I know you ain't see it like that. You ain't know your attention was everything, right? Where the attention goes, energy flows. That's why I don't pay attention to shit. I don't pay attention, bro. I be knowing what's going on around me, but I don't pay no attention though. Motherfucker can't get that from me. That shit costs too much. I like to keep that. So if we look at the observer effect, right? Boom. Before observation, waves spread out over space and time. Before you see, smell, taste, hear, or touch, waves. What are waves? We talking about particles, electrons, neutrons, sophrons, photons. All right, atoms, molecules, the particles that make up all mass and matter in this reality. Before you observe, waves are spread out. Waves or particles are spread out over space and time. How does that sound? Spread out over space and time. That means they are not in existence. Now, your mind changes reality. At the time of observation, particle localized space time event. Brody, you're not living, you're rendering reality. Reality is happening in steps, it's happening in frames. You think that you're moving in constant motion, but I promise you, you're not. When you walk outside, everything pop out. You can feel the frame, you can feel the shift when you walk through the door if you pay attention to it. Next time you walk through the door, pay attention, and you're gonna feel how it feels to shift from one frame in the house to the next. You're literally living in a simulation. So, if you are creating reality with your observation, you can program it by holding your frequency. This is why it is imperative for you not to let nobody throw you off your sauce. You're gonna have situations where your girlfriend or your boyfriend gonna be being whatever the fuck, right? You're gonna have situations where you got people around you doing whatever the fuck. But if you stick to your frequency, bro, you're gonna overcome it all. See, you gotta understand when you vibing at a high frequency, it's gonna be shit coming about just to test you. And people see motherfuckers don't understand that. When you operating at a high frequency, this is when shit gonna start happening to test you. This is when motherfucking one of your old hoes gonna hit your phone out of nowhere. Yo, I'm in town. Where you at? Right? This is when motherfuckers gonna call you. Yo, you wanna pull up to go to this party? Yo, you wanna do these drugs with me? Da, 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 da. Right? When you operating at high frequencies, you get attacked because shit wanna knock you off your frequency. You gotta hold the frequency, chat. You're gonna come into situations where shit not going the way you like it. But you can't let because you upset, and you ain't doing nothing. You ain't working out today. You ain't getting online. You ain't handling none of your business just because you pissed off. Hold your frequency. When you hold your frequency, you become a winner. Not only do you become a winner, but you learn how to shift in timelines that benefit you. All right, so we understand, right? We are creating reality with our observations. So let's go back to time, right? Let's go back to time. Let's go back to time. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man, taking notes. I appreciate y'all, man. Yo, you know what's crazy? Like 10 years ago, niggas could have never told me I would be here doing this type of shit. I was just in the streets too much. I was too crazy. So, all right, chat. Let's tap all the way in though. And let's really get involved, right? When we really pay attention to this shit and we look at it, rule of input, output, man, it's a big thing. This is a big thing, right? So, what is the input? Your choice. Choices ain't just random things, man. You gotta learn how to catch the moment of power in your choices. You gotta learn how, when you get presented a choice, sit back and really think. A lot of times we've been taught to just make choices on impulse. A lot of y'all out here living on impulse, and this is why you can't come up in life. This is why you can't keep a partner. This is why none of your shit goes right because you do everything on impulse. You have to learn how to tap into your power. Slow your ass the fuck down and think. When choices come about, you need to evaluate your choices. What is gonna come behind this? What is gonna come? What is gonna lead up from when I do this? How this shit gonna look in 2 days? How this shit gonna look in a week? You gotta think. That's called the moment of power. Bro, you will be surprised how much power you gain in life when you start sitting and waiting before you do shit. Real shit. So our choice, that's data. Actions, guys. You want to know why you gotta decide? Why you gotta really take your time to decide what the fuck you gonna do before you do it? Because once you do action, once you make physical action, you cannot take it back. It's like if you go up and you slap the shit out your girl, you can't take it back. If you go out here and you do something to hurt your boy, you can't take it back. This is why you gotta think before you act, bro, because actions lock you into certain timelines. It's not like you just doing shit. Your actions lock you into timelines, bro. Real shit. Actions have consequences. Not just, yo, don't just think you can do some shit and because a motherfucker don't know you good. No, that's not how this game works. This why they try to tell you about life. Like some is you're always being watched. It's always watching you. You won't get away with shit in life. But see, y'all thinking that it's an imaginary God that's gonna get you at the end of your life. No, that's not how it works. Every choice has data that's going into the system. Your choices flip you into timelines. That's how this shit go. Shout out to everybody tapping that screen, man, showing that love, right? So, data, action, your data, your choice, actions, and vibration. Yo, you want to know why? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give y'all some sauce what I do, right? Whenever I ain't feeling right, I go home and I reset because I understand my vibration. Like if I'm vibrating and I'm feeling some type of way, let's say I walk into a store. Inside that store gonna be fucking bananas. There's gonna be a lot of dumb shit that piss me off going on because I'm already pissed off. The simulation is going to render shit based on my vibration. This is why me, when I'm feeling weird or when I'm gonna just go home. I ain't even trying to fuck with it. I'm gonna go ahead and get my vibration right and then step back into the world because reality is dictated by your vibration. The difference between you getting in a car accident is you driving happy or driving pissed off. Real shit, bro. What's good? What's good, fam? All right. So your vibration is literally like the tune. It's like the radio frequency. You know how on the radio, right? You know how you can tune in to certain radio channels, right? I can tune in to 103 jams, 98.8, all that shit. This is how your frequency operates. Low frequency, you're going to tune in to low frequency experiences and low frequency situations. High frequency experience, high frequency situations. Control your frequency. It dictates reality. Stop going to bed pissed off. You're going to wake up and have a bad day. Stop going outside pissed off. Stop going outside feeling weird, feeling down, feeling depressed. This is going to show, it's going to mirror in the world around you. Learn how to snap yourself out. As consciousness, what you got to understand, the avatar has patterns. When you get into certain thought spaces, the avatar is going to be certain type of ways. Your face, you're going to make certain faces. Your energy is going to be certain type of ways. You're going to talk and walk certain type of ways when you feeling certain type of shit. As consciousness, you got to know, yo, what's one thing that I can do to put me in a good frequency? You got to come up with these habits. You got to say, okay, yeah, I might be pissed off, but I know if I go home and I open up my book and I read something that my son wrote me or something that my daughter wrote me or something that my nephew wrote me, it's going to put me in a mode, a happy place. I might be pissed off right now, but if I go and look at my bank account, it's going to take me back to where I need to be. Develop methods to hold your frequency. As consciousness, you have to train your avatar. You have to. You can't be somebody who, okay, once you're sad, you're just sad for 3 weeks. Once you're mad, you're just mad for the rest of the day. You have to learn how to change that frequency back because frequency dictates reality, right? It's the difference between you going somewhere and getting in and out, and you going somewhere and a whole bunch of bullshit happening. Alchemy, exactly. Right? So, time. What is happening with time? Time is not moving in constant motion, it moves in frames. All right. This is why you get into situations after you make choices and do certain actions. Guess what happened? Life start lifing. You get caught in flow state. And then now all you can do is experience. You have no more control over the things that are going on around you because now life is simulating and you going through the experience based on the shit that you done did. Like you go out here and you beat a lot of people up, right? You know, that was your actions. That's your data. You've been out here robbing and beating up niggas. Then one night you go out, next thing you know, shit unfold. You see a car coming down and niggas get to hitting up at you, and you can't do nothing but sit there and experience the shit. You can't even run. You just like end up getting shot, wake up in the hospital. This is because, bro, when life get to lifing, right? You can't do nothing after that. When life get to lifing, you can't do nothing after that. You got the choice, you got the actions, and the frequency. After that shit is locked in, life gonna start lifing. And now you gotta go, you gotta experience what you just programmed into reality. All right, rule number two, rule of loops and patterns. This is a big one, chat. All right, this is a big one. The rule of loops and patterns. Simulations are built on loops. Loops equals efficiency. Repetition equals reinforcement. Guys, this is why you want to program, bro. This is why I be so strict on my program, bro. And it'd be like, because I create loops in my life because I understand how this shit work. And this is why I get the same results in the things that I do. This is why I get official results because I understand how life works. Creators of our own realities, facts. Yo, shout out to my collective, man. You know, what's crazy is, man, sometimes, a lot of times, chat, because I think the way that I think and I move how I move, I always feel alone a lot of times. Or I feel like, you know, people don't understand this shit. But When I get in with the chat and I see we got almost 400 people over here, almost 70 people over here who understand this shit, then I feel good, like I found my people, right? So, rule of loops and patterns. Loops equals efficiency. Repetition is reinforcement. The more you run a behavior, thought, or frequency, the deeper the loop imprints. This is why habits and rituals are powerful. You're programming the simulation. Guys, how do you know that life is a loop? You get up, you pretty much do the same things every day, right? Same 24 hours, same 7 days a week, same 12 months, same holidays. So we understand that life is a loop, right? Now, if time is an algorithm, what is the feedback loop of the matrix? Gravity. Gravity is the reason why what goes up comes down, what goes around comes around. All right. So, what you do with your time, the data that you give time, is reinforced back into your life through gravity. So, for example, if you spend all your time game banging and doing game banging shit, you putting out that data, gravity is going to reinforce gang banging situations to keep happening. Meaning, your homie's going to keep getting shot. Feds going to keep running down. People going to... What comes with that life? That's why it's very important, right? That's why it's very important for you to it's very important for you to hold on, chat. Somebody's saying some stupid shit, man. Let me get these niggas out of here. Get these ignorant ass niggas about my chat, man. Got time for the ignorant ass white man talk, black man, white man shit, all that. Listen, man, I don't got time for all that fake ass trauma that you believe in. All right. This ain't about the white man or the black man. This is conscious. All right. So at the end of the day, chat, it is very important for you to choose your lifestyle wisely. A lot of y'all be out here choosing lifestyles that come with the most bullshit and then wonder why your ass getting smoked, why you sitting in somebody's car tied up. You chose a dumbass lifestyle. This shit is probability. If you go out here and start gang banging, probability is very high that your dumbass going to jail or getting shot. What is the probabilities, nigga? What are the probabilities of you being a gangbanger and not going to prison? Very slim. Why would you choose that lifestyle? I'm just giving it to you. I'm giving it to you so you can understand how life works, bro. You're never, ever going to be able to join these lifestyles and not get what comes with these lifestyles unless you know how to program your reality. It's the only way. Life be lifing now. Life get to lifing. Life going life. You just got to make sure that you can program it so when life start lifing, it ain't hurting you. When life get to lifing, it's upgrading you. All right? I want when life start lifing for me, I'm winning. All right, so what you do with your time is reinforced in your life through gravity, chat. Create a loop that makes you win. Lock in and create a loop that makes you win, chosen one. That's all you gotta do. All right, rule number 3, rule of frequency and vibration. In a digital sim, it's pixels. Here is energy. All right. Um, what you hold gets rendered around you. Guys, I'm telling you, man, you gotta learn how to hold your frequency. The frequency you stay locked into literally gets rendered around you, chosen one. So, how do we create the experience? This is how we do it. One, choice. Remember, choice creates timelines. Two, intention. Intention points you in the direction of what timeline you try and get into. Three, actions lock you into timelines. Four, frequency further locks you in. Frequency determines whether it's going to render in in a high frequency or a low frequency type of situation. So let's break it down. Let's say I want to go hoop at the basketball court with my homies, right? My niggas, I call my homeboys and I say, yo, we going to the hoop, we going to the court to hoop. All right, we going to the court to hoop, right? Next week, we playing for $1,000. I want to win the money. All right. Uh, they like, yeah, boom, right? What is my intentions? To win the money. All right. My intentions is to win the money. So instantly, what happens? I shift to timelines where the money's involved. Now, there's a timeline where I don't win the money. There's a timeline where I win it. There's a timeline where we split it. There's a timeline where something go crazy, right? My intentions is to shift to the timeline where I win the money. So I ask myself, how am I gonna win this money for real? First off, I gotta get a crazy ass team. So I start calling all the hoopers that I know. Let's just say I know NBA niggas, right? I'm calling up Lonzo Ball. I'm calling up motherfucking I'm calling up Kyrie Irving. I'm gonna call up Bam Adebayo. I'm gonna call up Patrick Union. I'm calling up all the niggas that hoop for real, right? Michael Jordan, right? I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna say, yo, I got a basketball game. I need you to come and ball with me. Guess what? When I just did that action of calling them and locking them in on my team, that just shifted me into a timeline. I got a crazy ass team right now, right? I got a crazy squad. Further actions to win. All right, boom. I want to make sure I win. So I'm about to go out here and train every day. So I'm outside practicing every day. Right? This is why, bro, this is why boxers be training so hard. Because once they get locked into that match, everything's gonna come off who trained the hardest. Actions lock you in the timelines. It's why whoever trained the hardest, 9 times out of 10, they win the fight. Whoever been the most disciplined in their training, 9 times out of 10, they win the fight. Right? This shit is being rendered. It's being generated. Right? So let's say I want to take my girl out on a date. I call this girl I just met and I'm like, yo, Shorty, let's go on a date. She like, all right, yeah, let's do it. Choice creates timelines. There's a timeline where we go on a date, we like each other. There's a timeline where we don't go on a date. There's a timeline where I stand her up. There's a timeline where she stands me up, right? All these timelines are generated based on my choice. You feel the shift for sure, right? All my timelines are generated based off choice. Now, intention. Intention is what? The direction button. My intention points me in a direction. So, what is my intention? I want to get her back to the house for the Netflix and chill. All right, boom. Guess what happens? All the timelines where I go trying to be her friend, shit out the window. All the timelines where I go trying to just have a talk, have a good date, trying to find a wife, all the shit goes out the window. Now I got timelines where she comes back to the crib, but she don't want to fuck with me. She don't come back to the crib. There's a timeline. Now I'm shifting into my intention. Your intention points you in a direction every time. Now, how am I going to make this happen? How do I bend probability? I bend probability with my actions. All right, I want her to come back to the for the Netflix and chill. First thing I got to do, I got to impress her. How am I going to do that? First thing, I make sure the house is clean. When I clean up the house, guess what happens? I shift into a timeline where my house is spotless. All the timelines where she came in and the house was dirty and weird is out the window, right? Next up, what am I going to wear? I don't want to wear nothing in my closet, so I'm about to go to the mall. I'm about to take a couple grand. I'm about to go to the mall. I'm about to go buy me something from Neiman's. Fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and ball out because I want to impress this joint. Feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to get her back to the crib. So I go to Neiman's, I go spend a couple racks, get me something real nice, right? What happens? This shifts me into a further higher timeline, right? This shifts me into a further higher timeline. What else can I do? Boom. My identity. You know what? I ain't going to the date like this. I'm about to go get my beard shaped up, get my shit real nice, right? Right? Boom. What happens? I call the barber. Yo, let me come get a cut. Guess what happened? That action right there furthers Ben's probability for shit to go my way. Shifts me into another timeline. Mind you, whole time I'm committing these actions, I am doing them with the intentions of getting her back to the fucking crib. Next up, she gonna get in the car. So what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go make sure the car is clean with the intention of impressing her. I did all those actions with the intentions of getting her attention to get her back. So choice creates the timeline. Intention points it in the direction. Actions further bend probability or lock me into a timeline. What's good, John? Right? It's the day of the date. I'm at the house. I'm chilling. My house is clean, my beard, my face is lined up, clothes good. I just got out of the shower, I put on the outfit, I'm standing in the mirror. Now it's up to frequency. My frequency. I'm standing in the mirror, I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling like, yo, you know what? This girl gonna go. It's me. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. I got that shit on. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. Yeah, she coming back to the crib. Right? That is my mindset. That is my frequency. I am radiating in confidence. Boom, it's time to go out and step into the game. I walk outside, open my door, I feel the shift. I understand my doors are portals. I step through that portal, I instantly feel the shift. Boom. Okay, I'm outside. Life, and now I'm experiencing, I'm knee deep in the experience. Life is lifing. I'm in flow state. I'm paying attention. I'm observing. I'm trying to see if I did this right. As soon as I step outside, some random girls outside, like, damn, who that? He looking good. Yo, what's your name? Right? I look at them, I keep it moving. But that's a good sign. Hop in the car, turn the car on. Guess what? Favorite song playing, right? Everything going smooth so far. Wow. Soon as I turn the car on, as I get to pulling off, I get a text. Bing. I'm ready. Oh, she's ready. Right? I'm riding, I'm driving down the road. Car clean. I'm clean. Confidence high. I look over, I see a synchronicity. My favorite car with my favorite color, right? Blue Lambo just passed me. Favorite numbers on the license plate, 111. This is a crazy synchronicity. I know shit is going my way. I know I program reality. It's talking to me. I pull up to her house, she comes out. She looking all good and shit. I'm looking like, yo, I hop out the car. I'm like, what's up, babe? She like, yo, what's up? She looking at me. I can tell she see I got that drip on. She like, oh shit, this nigga, what is that? Is that a Miri? Uh, right? What's good, sis? Boom. She already know. From the looks of it, damn. She's getting impressed already by the outfit. She see the car, that bitch sparkling. Bruce Wayne type shit. I'm in some fast shit. I ain't in no slow shit. Right? She looking at the car. Oh my God. She hop in, it smells good. We go to the date, we have a good date. All of my actions, you see all them actions that I made with the impressions, with the intentions of impressing her. I went and bought the fit from Neiman's. I cleaned the car good. Got the beard and shape up done. I did all of that with the intention of impressing her. And guess what? She came right out the house and was impressed. I can tell by how she looking at me. She ain't never been around a nigga like this. Boom. We get up to the stove, right? We get up to the restaurant, go in, we have a very great time. We have a very good time. Store, the restaurant about to close. I hit her with the question, yo, what you trying to do? She like, I don't know, but I ain't ready to go home just yet. Can we go somewhere and have a few drinks? All right, shit, let's do it. We go somewhere, we have a couple drinks. We kicking it. Bar about to close. I say, all right, baby, it's that time. It's about 1 o'clock. I gotta get you home. She like, I gotta go home. I'm like, huh? She like, oh nah, can I come to your spot? Hell yeah. Yeah, say less. You know what I'm saying? I'm acting surprised, but I knew this was going to happen because I programmed this into my reality. My choice created the experience. My intention pointed me in direction. My actions matched my attention. Everything that I did, I had with the intentions of getting her impressed so she could come back to the crib. And it worked. My frequency said she was coming. Guess what? Rendered experience. We on the way back to my crib right now. Soon as I hop in the car, Gunna start playing. We getting fucked tonight. We getting fucked tonight. Oh man, the simulation talking crazy. I get her back to the house. We walk in there. We chilling. Netflix already on TV. You already know I had a good time, right? But 111's in the chat. If you see how experience is created, remember, if the intention matches the action and the frequency, you will have a harmonious experience. You can do this with everything. This is the formula. Intention must match action and frequency. This will make you win. Shout out to y'all, chat. Let's go over these 10 the 10 rules to navigating this matrix, chat. That's how you create harmonious experience in the matrix. 10 rules to navigate this matrix. Go ahead, Brittany.
All right, Jay, let's break it down clearly for the chat, the way you would for chosen ones. Here's a full overview of the 10 rules.
Somebody said, yo, tell us how to get this money. Bro, what you gotta know about this shit, bro? This shit is energy, gang. This shit is it's all energy, chat. Money is energy, right? This shit is energy. So you gotta start looking at money like it's all around you, even if you broke. You got to start looking at it like you're never broke, even if you're broke, because this is energy. If money's energy, that means your ability to manifest comes from everything that you do. Meaning, if you got people in your life who getting on your motherfucking nerves, you ain't gonna be able to get no money like that for real. Not at your highest potential. You got to protect your energy, right? It's energy, bro. Intention and action pays you in the matrix, not a job. A lot of y'all work jobs because y'all programmed to think that's how you win in life. That's only how you survive. Jobs are programmed loops. Jobs are survival loops. They keep you in survival mode. You get just enough money to feed yourself, pay your bills, and do it all over again. It's not the job that's paying you. It's your intention and action that's paying you. What do I mean by that? When you wanted to get a job, why? You wanted the intentions of making some money. Every day you go to work with the intention of getting money and you put the action behind it. You can literally take intention and action and do with anything and make money. Literally, right? You can take intention and action to do anything to make money, right? Literally. Like some people, some motherfuckers feel like they go to work and do it. I choose. It's all a choice. When you realize that life is a choice, you start to learn how you live, chat. You start to love how you live, right? I literally go, I hop on the internet with the intentions of getting money. I drop videos and with intentions of getting money. That was my intention. I said, I'm quitting my job. I'm about to figure this TikTok shit out. I'm about to figure this YouTube shit out. That's what I did. That was my intentions, and I did it. I took the actions, set the intentions, and I just kept doing the action. And now we here. That's all you gotta do in the matrix, bro. Intention and action. All right, let's go over the 10 rules to navigate this matrix. Right? Number one, everything is the matrix. Every thought, every action, every experience is a part of a coded system. Understanding this is the first layer of awareness. Guys, stop thinking that shit is random. There's nothing random. Ain't none of y'all here randomly. You're here because this is where you're supposed to be right now. Right? There ain't nobody in your life that's random. Everybody in your life is either a lesson or a blessing. Stop thinking that there's random shit going on in your simulation. It's really not. All right. That is the first layer of awareness. You have to know that everything that goes around, that's happening around you, is not random. Number two, we just spoke on this. Energy is the currency. Your attention, focus, and emotions and actions are all energy. The matrix pulls from it, so protect it like it's your most valuable resource. Chat. Thank you, love. Right? Chat. You gotta understand, bro. Energy is the real currency. Your attention is the currency. How do you know your attention is the currency? Because whoever get the most views, get the bag. Whoever y'all tune into the most, get the money. Castanet just made hella millions because everybody was tuned into him. Whoever we pay attention to as a collective is gonna get the money every time. This how this shit work. Because energy is the currency. All right. So stop paying attention to any and every goddamn body. Where attention goes, energy flows, man. Right? Number three, observe, don't react. The soul must watch the simulation without fully reacting to every loop or trigger. This is how you gain control over your reality. Man, listen. Sometimes you're gonna want that girl to be your wife. You really like her. Sometimes you're gonna want that guy to be your husband. But when you sit back and watch them, you realize, man, this bitch ain't wifey material. Man, this nigga just not hubby material. Kid Gotti, what's up, bro? Right? These motherfuckers just not it. You just gotta accept it. A lot of times, bro, life shows you shit before it happens. Life showed you, oh girl was a 304. You knew that. You knew that bitch wasn't wifey material. Why would you put a ring on her finger for real? You were supposed to play a game. You were supposed to play with that. You knew that man wasn't no money getter. Why would you? That man kept talking about money, but you never seen him with no money. That man, you know what I'm saying? You always giving the real game. I appreciate that, Brody. That man kept talking about money. That's it. You ain't never seen him go get no money. You knew he couldn't sustain you in your life. Why did you marry him for real? Because when life showed you, you decided to want to change life. You decided, I can make this person better. Instead of understanding that people who are who they are, when life shows you, you got to accept it and move accordingly. Observe and don't react. Stop being emotional every time life, right? Every time life shows you what a motherfucker could be, but life shows you every time you see what a motherfucker could be instead of what's right in front of you. Stop doing that shit. It's right in front of you. You know that girl a hoe. Send her ass, man. Do what you get. Do what you need to do and go on about your business. You know, old dude ain't really on shit. Jay, you just confirmed what I just said to someone else. I'm giving you some sauce. Observe, don't react, chat. Learn how to read the simulation. It is what it is. Listen, every time you meet a guy, it's not gonna be your husband, baby. Every time you meet a girl, it's just she might not be the one, but bro. 9 times out of 10, you might have more lessons to learn. Pay attention and take it for what it is. It's just not that time right now. All right. Number four, frequency dictates reality. Everything has a vibration. Love, fear, abundance, scarcity. Align your energy and frequency to what you want to manifest. The matrix responds to resonance. Guys, a lot of y'all want people to love you, but you don't love yourself. A lot of y'all want to be abundant, but all you know is struggle shit. All you know is how to struggle. You know how to survive the struggle. You don't know how to be abundant. Tap into frequencies, bro. All this shit is. It's tapping in. If you want abundance, tap into abundance. How do you tap into abundance? Well, first off, look at your environment. Where do you live? Do you live in a fucked up hood, some scarcity shit? Or do you live in an abundant neighborhood? If you don't, man, you got to change your environment. First and foremost, you got to go to where the abundance is and start being around that. Somebody says this in your books. I'm writing a book right now with this in it. I don't currently have a book with this information specifically, but I do have several books that I've written that I will tell you about. All right. Frequency dictates reality. Remember that. Number 5, see through the layers. The matrix is multi-layered. Learn to decode illusion, hidden codes, and agendas. Nothing is as it seems. To the average person, I'm just some hood nigga up here talking about the matrix. But to the awakened being, you understand that this live is way much more. This is an upgrade, right? Number 6, master the observer effect. This is a big one. Guys, your awareness changes outcomes. The more conscious you are of your environment, timelines, and players, the more you can influence reality, right? There's like, if you know the biggest player ass nigga uh live down the corner at the park, right in front of the park, why in the fuck would you let your girlfriend walk down there? You didn't know. You wasn't aware of the neighborhood. Now she done walked down the street to the park and goddamn Toby, he done came out the house and put game on your joint. Now she's sneaking over there. You had no awareness of what the fuck was going on in your own neighborhood. It's like if somebody want to take you down, right? Somebody want to unalive you. If you don't know, they can do it easily. If you know, you can change that outcome by moving around. Awareness changes outcomes. Start being aware of what the fuck going on around you so you can control your reality. Awareness is a key, bro. Number 7, recognize NPCs, hijack players, and control players. This is a big one. Tonight at 8 o'clock, we will be talking, breaking down into depth NPCs. Make sure you guys show up. All right. Number 8, a big one. Protect your energy. Avoid energy drains, right? Guys, you got to protect your energy out here. You cannot let people siphon your energy because they want to be in their feelings or they want to do weird shit or they want to go out here and do this or go out here and do that. You can't allow that shit to siphon your energy, bro. You got to keep your one, too. Especially if you trying to get this. You ain't going to never be able to get this if you continue to let people control how you feel emotionally. Some of y'all are doing things for people who don't even fucking like you. See, the thing is with me, once I start feeling like a bitch don't like me, she about to be on her own. She about to be on her own. Some of y'all will stick around and continue to try to make this girl love you. Not me. You about to, baby, we about to be in the past. Some of y'all ladies is sleeping with men who don't do nothing for you and won't do nothing for you. Even if your life depending on it. This nigga would hang up the phone. You gotta protect your energy, man. Know who you giving your energy to, right? At all costs, energy must be protected. Number 9, timing is everything. Yo, some of y'all, I will never sit on my phone. No, I am not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with you, baby. Sorry. I'm protecting my energy at all costs. Now, if I love you, if you really my shorty and we done been thugging it, we done been through something, I'll argue with you because you my joint, right? But everybody in this world, man, listen, can't nobody call me and get me to. I gotta love you, like really love you for me to even, and you gotta be around me every day for me to argue with you. You gotta be somebody who's literally around me 24 fucking 7. Other than that, I'm not about to argue with nobody out here in this world. Can't nobody pick up a phone and call me and argue. That's not happening. Right? Number 9, timing is everything. Yo, a lot of y'all would have already been rich as hell, chosen one. A lot of y'all would have already been rich as hell if you would have stuck to the plan. If you would have just handled your business when you said you was gonna handle it, you would have been rich already. Timing is everything, man. Next time you get an idea, go with it. Number 10, codes and frequencies are tools. The matrix operates in numbers, symbols, and vibrations. Learn to speak the universal language. This is the key to manifesting. Chat, before I leave, if you really want to tap in with this information, this universal language, the codes, tap in with my code book. Yo, who all got my code book in the chat, man? If you got my code book already, drop a 111 in the chat. If this book is making you win, drop a 111 in the chat. Guys, this is my code book. It's called Decoding the Matrix. You see a lot of people dropping them 111s already, right? It's called Decoding the Matrix. Now, this book will give you all the codes, all the money codes, health codes, man, fame, man, motherfucking whatever you want is in this book, yo. Real talk. Now, before we talk about this book, it is only $50. Before we talk about it, let's tap in. Let me show you that these codes actually work. So, anybody who is in pain right now, if you're in pain, drop a one in the chat. Let's activate this pain code, chat. If you're in pain, drop a one in the chat. I'm about to prove to you that these codes work. I'm telling you, chat, if you want to be counting up racks, bro, if you want to be counting up racks for real, you need to get this book, man. It's gonna turn you up. But first, let me prove it to you. Right? All right. So if you in pain, chat, this is what we about to do. We about to close our eyes, right? And you're gonna focus on the pain. Now, I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. After I get to 3, I'm gonna say pain code. After I say pain code, I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. Then I'm gonna go universe. Give us more power to manifest using this code. After I say that, I'm gonna say pain code. After I say pain code, I'm gonna say 23, 31, 443. I'm gonna keep saying this code until the pain leaves your body. All right? You're gonna say this code until the pain leaves your body. It's gonna take 1 or 2 minutes. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Universe, give us more power to manifest using this code. Pain code 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. So right now you should be saying this pain code, chat. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. Chat, if this code is taking your pain away, go ahead and write no pain in the chat. If it's taking your pain away, go ahead and write no pain in the chat. As you can see, they spamming no pain on TikTok. If you're still in pain, keep saying it. Somebody said no pain. Oh my God. This book is the real deal. They spamming no pain on YouTube. Somebody said, wow, that's freaky. Right? If you're still in pain, keep saying the code, bro. It's always 1 or 2 of y'all that just don't know how to do it right. All right. So, chat, let's tap in. Yo, let's tap in, man. Look, if you want to get this book, bro, it's $50, right? Now, it's $40 by itself. You can go get this book by clicking the link in the bio using your credit card. Or you can get all 4 of my books for only 50. I'm gonna show you how you do that. But this is called Decoding the Matrix. The best thing about this book is the 4 powerful methods, right? The 4 powerful methods that will make you know how to do this any type of way. You got the water bottle method, and you got all types of it, right? Um, the next book that you're gonna get, if you want to get all 4 of my books for 50, you're gonna receive this book right here. Accessing the Akashic Records. All right. This book right here is going to help you tap in with the Akash. If you're somebody who likes to channel messages, if you're somebody who wants to tap in with your cosmic ancestors or just receive this type of knowledge like I received, this gives you my technique on how I tap into the Akashic Record, all right? Also, not only are you going to receive that book, you're going to receive this book as well. This is called Unlocking Your Power with the Use of Nature. This book is going to show you how to activate your crystalline light body with nature. All right, it's going to teach you how to ground, sun gaze, meditate under the moon or moon gaze, and use the ocean to activate your chakras. All right, this is a must-have for anybody who is under frequency attack. Also, not only are you gonna receive that, but you last but not least, you're gonna receive this book right here. This is a major must-have for anybody who's going through honey traps and all that. Three love spells that'll bring them back or make them go. This is a love spell book that will give you three powerful love spells to make motherfuckers get out your way, get out your life, leave you alone, or make a motherfucker fall for you. All right. This is a must-have for anybody who want to get this. Now, guys, how you get these books? It is only $50. You can get them directly from me right now on this live. You must be $50 ready. How this works is if you are in the United States, you can purchase these books right now from me by using Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Chime, Revolut, or Zelle or Apple Pay. If you are outside the United States, you can purchase these books from me right now by using Revolut or PayPal. All right. How this works? When you purchase the book, you're gonna receive it right now. I'm gonna send it to you. You're gonna confirm to me that you received it. All right. Let me show y'all the book so y'all know this shit official. Right? It's gonna come directly to you. And this is what it looks like, man. It's a lot of codes in this book. So if you $50 ready and you want to get this book right now, drop a one in the chat, man. Drop a one in the chat, and I'm gonna go ahead and get you the information. All right. Drop a one in the chat so I can go ahead and get it to you. Man, listen, this book is gonna turn you up, man. I'm telling you. Cole Neek, Cole Nikki, send me your payment method. All right, send me your payment method. Beauty by Bree, send me your payment method, love. All right. DM me your payment method if you're on TikTok. DM me your payment method. All my people that's on YouTube that's dropping ones, come to my TikTok page and DM me your payment method right now on TikTok. So go to TikTok and type in J Originator 111. All right. So Sam, Beauty, and Cole Nikki, DM me y'all payment methods. And then my YouTube people, come over here to TikTok. All right, Beauty, I see you right here. I just DM'd you. If you purchase a book, you want a signed copy, these ebooks, baby. Um, I'm giving you the Apple Pay right now. Yes. To get the revamp one, yeah, you gotta buy that one. All right, Cole. Who else said they wanted the books, man? Who else wanted these books? Drop a one in the chat. Who else said they wanted these joints? Somebody else, but I didn't get the DM from you. Oh, Sam Roller. Accept my follow request, Sam Roller. Okay, Sam Roller. Boom, there you go. Got you right here. All right, Sam Roller, I just DM'd you. To my two YouTube people, DM me on TikTok. What's up, South Africa? All right, Beauty by Bree. Hey, you got your phone? See if you got Apple Pay. What's your email, love? Beauty by Bree. Give me your email. I'm about to send it to you now. I got it. Thank you, sweet. All right, yeah. So I got Beauty by Bree. I'm sending yours now. I'm waiting on Sam Roller and Nicole. All right, Nicole, yours just came through on PayPal. I just got you on PayPal, Nicole. I'm sending to your email right now. Oh, my bad. Cole Nikki. I'm sorry. Nice Business Inc. Got you. I'm sending it to you now, sweet thing. Sam Roller, where you at, fam? Yo, chat, anybody else want to get this book? Now, look, if you don't want to send money, all you gotta do is click the link in bio. You can purchase it with your credit card too off my link, but you won't get all four for 50. All four cost you like 150. So, anybody that want to get the $50 deal, all four of these books for 50 right now, drop a one in the chat. I just sent it to you, Cole Nikki. Let me know when you got it. Oh, your name is Nicole. Okay. All right, for sure, for sure, for sure. Sam Roller, where you at, bro? All right, chat. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Shout out to everybody.